Grade 8, Action Pack 8th grade, Students Book. Module 2, Different Cultures, Different Lifestyles. Outcomes. After we finish the module, you will be able to predict the meaning of new vocabulary items, listen to people talking about their culture and lifestyle, talk about different cultures and lifestyles using the present simple tense and the present continuous tense. Read an article about writing from around the world. Talk about your own lifestyle. Write a personal letter. Now, let's start with the grammar. The present simple and the present continuous. The present simple. We use the present simple to talk about routines and habits. For example, I now live with the Nyangatum tribe. Example number 2. They make documentaries. We form the present simple with the infinitive of the verb for all persons except for the third person singular. We add s or es at the end of the verb for he, she, it. For example, they help their father to grow crops. Example number 2, JHCO helps countries in need around the world. We use do or does plus not plus infinitive to form the negative and the interrogative. For example, do you work for JHCO? Yes, I do. Example number 2, does Ibrahim Nasser live in the US? No, he doesn't. Now, let's see how the pronouns work with the present simple. Pronouns I, you, we, they. Live with the Nyangatum tribe. I, you, we, they don't live with the Nyangatum tribe. Pronouns he, she works for JHCO. He, she doesn't work for JHCO. Pronoun it rains a lot in Scotland. It doesn't rain a lot in Scotland. Now the interrogative form with the pronouns. Pronouns I, you, we, they. Do you live with the Nyangatum tribe? Do I live with the Nyangatum tribe? Do we live with the Nyangatum tribe? Do they live with the Nyangatum tribe? Pronouns he and she. Does he work for JHCO? Does she work for JHCO? Pronoun it. Does it rain a lot in Jordan? Now, we use the following adverbs with the present simple. Always, usually, every morning, often, sometimes, twice a week, once a month. For example, they should always drink more water. Example number 2, writers present stories every week. Now, let's go on to the present continuous. We use the present continuous to talk about activities that are happening at the moment of speaking. For example, we are having breakfast with the family at the moment. A temporary occupation or activity. For example, writers are presenting new stories. We use am, is, are, plus infinitive, plus the ending ing to form the present continuous. For example, they are watching a documentary on medical herbs. Example number 2, I'm living with the 9 Gatem tribe. Example number 3, I am trying to get information about them. We use be plus not plus infinitive plus the ending ing to form the negative. For example, they are not shopping with their cousins. Example number 2, they feel lazy because they aren't exercising enough. We put am, is, are before the subject to form the interrogative. For example, is he making a documentary about Ethiopia? Example number 2, are you working for JHCO? We may put an interrogative word at the beginning of the sentence. For example, what are you doing here? Now, let's hear the pronouns with the present continuous. Pronoun I. I'm or I am waiting for my mother. I'm not waiting for my mother. I am not waiting for my mother. Pronouns he, she, it. He's working today. He is working today. She's not working today. She isn't working today. It's working today. It isn't working today. Pronouns you, we, they. You're watching TV now. You are watching TV now. You're not watching TV now. You aren't watching TV now. We are watching TV now. We are watching TV now. We are not watching TV now. We aren't watching TV now. They're watching TV now. They are watching TV now. They are not watching TV now. They aren't watching TV now. Now, let's hear how the interrogative with the present continuous works. Pronoun I. Am I waiting for my mother? Pronouns he, she, it. Is he working today? Is she working today? Is it working today? Pronouns you, we, they. Are you watching TV now? Are we watching TV now? Are they watching TV now? We use the following adverbs with the present continuous: just, now, at the moment, at the present. Page 12. Choose your own lifestyle. Exercise 1. Read the article below, then answer these questions. Let's read the following passage. Making documentaries. We are spending a day with the explorer William Savage, who is living in Ethiopia to make a TV program about different tribes. Why are you in Ethiopia? What are you doing here? I like to see places that people usually don't visit. My job is to show people back in home in England what life is like for other people around the world. I'm staying with the 9 Gatem tribe and their lives are very different from mine in London. What is life with the 9 Gatem like? Life can be very challenging for the 9 Gatem. Their land is dry like a desert, and there is very little water in most places. The people work very hard to take care of their cattle and to make sure they have enough water and food to survive. The 9 Gatem are tough because they don't have hospitals and only use herbs and plants for medicine. Patients learn to become very strong and people take care of each other. For example, medicine men will bring traditional treatments, neighbors will give food, and children will sing songs. We could all learn a lot from the 9 Gatem. How long do you stay in one place? It depends. I once spent a year in the Arctic. I'll be with the Nine Gatem for just 1 month before I move to live with another Ethiopian tribe. I'm still planning many things. What made you become an explorer? I love to understand different cultures, their languages and lifestyles. There's a whole world full of people out there to learn about. Now, I'm going to read the questions and you have to answer them from the article that I read. Question number 1. Why is it hard to be a member of the Nine Gatem tribe? Explain your answer by giving examples. Question 2. Imagine you have the chance to help the Nine Gatem tribe. What will you do? Question 3. Do you think the life of an explorer is easy or difficult? Justify your opinion. Question 4. Explorers help in making faraway lands or forgotten people known to the world. Discuss how important it is to preserve one's culture and traditions. Exercise 2. Try to guess the meanings of these words, then use them in meaningful sentences. Cattle, explorer, herb, tough, treatment, tribe. Page 13, grammar, the present simple and the present continuous. Exercise 1. Complete the interview with the words from the box. TV reporter asked, why blank you traveling around Asia? The words in the box are is, eating, am, cooking, making, are. Gary Rankin replied, because I am blank, a documentary about the local food. The words in the box are is, eating, am, cooking, making, are. TV reporter then asked, what is the chef blank for you? The words in the box are is, eating, am, cooking, making, are. Gary Rankin replied, he blank making a traditional rice meal. The film crew and I are blank great things during our trip. The words in the box are is, eating, am, cooking, making, are. The TV reporter then replied, I blank looking forward to watching the TV series. The words in the box are is, eating, am, cooking, making, are. I will now reread the interview with the right answers. The TV reporter asked, why are you traveling around Asia? Gary Rankin replied, because I am making a documentary about the local food. TV reporter then asked, what is the chef cooking for you? Gary Rankin replied, he is making a traditional rice meal. The film crew and I are eating great things during our trip. TV reporter then added, I am looking forward to watch the TV series. Exercise 2. Read the sentences below, then put a tick next to the correct sentence and correct the ones that have the wrong verb forms. For example, Maryam usually is walking to school, but today she is taking the bus. This sentence is wrong because the verb is not supposed to be is walking, but walks. So it is supposed to be Maryam usually walks to school, but today she is taking the bus. Now, correct the following sentences if they need to be corrected. 2. Do you learn a lot about different cultures when you explore the world? 3. He always is writing down what he experiences when he's abroad. 4. William Savage visits Ethiopia next week to make a documentary about the local people. 5. People make documentaries on many topics. 6. A TV reporter interviews Gary Rankin at the moment. Now I will reread the sentences with the right forms of verbs. 2. Do you learn a lot about different cultures when you explore the world? This question is right. 3. He always is writing down what he experiences when he's abroad. This sentence is wrong. It should be, he writes down what he experiences when he's abroad. 4. William Savage visits Ethiopia next week to make a documentary about the local people. This sentence is wrong. It should be, William Savage is visiting Ethiopia next week to make a documentary about the local people. 5. People make documentaries on many topics. This sentence is correct. 6. A TV reporter interviews Gary Rankin at the moment. This sentence is wrong. It should be, a TV reporter is interviewing Gary Rankin at the moment. Exercise 3. Write 3 things about the lives of the Nine Gatem. For example, life is challenging for the Nine Gatem. Exercise 4. Find these sentences in the text, then say which sentence A or B has the same meaning. 1. I'm staying with the Nine Gatem tribe. A. I live with the Nine Gatem tribe all the time. B. I live with the Nine Gatem tribe now. 2. I'm still planning many things. A. I have more plans to make. B. All the plans were made. 3. The people work very hard. A. The people are only working hard today. B. The people always work hard. Now I will answer. 1. I'm staying with the Nine Gatem tribe. The answer is B. I live with the Nine Gatem tribe now. 2. I'm still planning many things. The answer is I have more plans to make. 3. The people work very hard. The answer is the people always work hard. Page 14. Exercise 5. Read the dialogue. Put the verbs in brackets into the present simple or the present continuous. Some verb forms might stay the same. Adil asked, what blank between brackets you watch? Badriya answered, oh, it's a documentary about medical herbs. Adil then asked, blank between brackets, there be any medical herbs in Jordan? Badriya answered, of course there are. I blank between brackets try to get information about them to see if they are nearby. Watch this interview with Dr. Sabbagh. She's a scientist. Dr. Sabbagh, one of the most common medical herbs that we have in Jordan is sage, al-mirami. It is used as herb in cooking and blank between brackets have a unique flavor. It has important health benefits and can make you blank between brackets feel strong too. Sage can be used to treat kidney and heart problems. A herb you almost certainly will have tried, thyme, za'atar, is also used as medicine. It is good for keeping the mind alert. It wouldn't hurt to eat some of this before an exam. Adil asked, what? Blank, between brackets, we wait for. Badriya and Adil both answered together, let's go and check. Now I will reread the dialogue with the blanks filled. Adil asked, what are you watching? Badriya answered, oh, it's a documentary about medical herbs. Adil then asked, are there any medical herbs in Jordan? Badriya answered, of course there are. I am trying to get information about them to see if they are nearby. Watch this interview with Dr. Sabagh. She's a scientist. Dr. Sabagh, one of the most common medical herbs that we have in Jordan is sage, al-miramiya. It is used as a herb in cooking and has a unique flavor. It has important health benefits and can make you feel strong too. Sage can be used to treat kidney and heart problems. A herb you almost certainly will have tried, thyme, za'atar, is also used as medicine. It is good for keeping the mind alert. It wouldn't hurt to eat some of this before an exam. Adil then asked, what are we waiting for? Badriya and Adil both answered, let's go and check. Page 15, Stories Around the World. Page 16. Read the exercise 2. Reading. Read the article. Do you think writing is important? Why? Why not? Reading strategies, facts, and opinions. Find out if the information is accurate or not. Information presented as fact often has figures, data, or places. These facts can be checked in an encyclopedia or on the internet. Opinions often have adjectives that show opinion. Example, impressive, and verbs that show opinion. Example, believe. This type of writing usually represents somebody's own thoughts or ideas. Now, let's read the article. Writing from around the world. People started writing thousands of years ago. At first, they wrote records of local trade. This kind of writing wasn't for entertaining an audience in the way stories and poems are. People told stories and poems for entertainment around the world before writing existed. Africa has a long history of storytelling. The most famous African stories are about little animals that use their intelligence to survive against bigger animals. These stories were told from person to person before written copies were ever made. Writing was used to tell stories across the Middle East before it was used anywhere else in the world. Some of the earliest pieces of literature came from the Middle East. These stories traveled around the world because the writer's skills were so impressive. Reading stories from around the world helped writers to develop their skills by learning from each other over the centuries. Many people believe that reading stories from different times and places is a way of understanding and appreciating the variety that exists between cultures. Exercise 3. Find these words in the text and guess their meaning. 1. Entertainment. A. Studies. B. Understanding. C. Fun. Question 2. Intelligence. A. Cleverness. B. Physical strength. C. Speed. Question 3. Literature. A. Old-fashioned paper. B. Written art. C. Stonework. 4. To develop. A. To find. B. To forget. C. To improve. The answers. 1. Question 1. Entertainment means C. Fun. Question 2. Intelligence means A. Cleverness. Question 3. Literature means B. Written art. Question 4. To develop means C. To improve. Exercise 4. Read the text again and answer these questions following the reading strategies. Question 1. What was writing first used for in the past? Question 2. Find 2 examples of facts and 1 example of an opinion from the text. Question 3. In your opinion, what are some other benefits of reading stories? Question 4. Name 1 famous Arab writer that you like. Explain why you chose them. Page 17. Exercise 6. Speaking. Choose someone from Jordan who you think is exceptional. Write notes about how they are distinctive and what makes them special. Make sure your notes are clear so you can present your ideas clearly to the rest of the class. For example, Arrar loved his country. He wrote beautiful poetry. He used local language to express national issues. He worked to help the poor. Note: pronouns they and them are sometimes used to refer to an individual person of unknown or unspecified gender. Page 18. Communication workshop. Writing a personal letter. Exercise 2. In pairs, imagine you are now living in different cities. Make notes about your life. What is your house or school like? What are your new friends like? In what way is your life different? Do you miss your old friends? Invite your friend to stay. Exercise 3. Write your letter. Tell your friend about the changes in your life. Page 19. Language development. Read the text. Exercise 1. Read the text. Put the verbs in brackets into the present simple or the present continuous. Some verbs forms might stay the same. We all know that keeping healthy, blank, between brackets, not be an easy task. However, with a few habit changes, teenagers are able to live a healthy lifestyle. Today, many people, blank, between brackets, change their old habits and blank, between brackets, replace them with new, better ones. They, blank, between brackets, drink more water and blank, between brackets, exercise more often. It is important to get enough sleep every night, so they make sure to go to bed early. Keeping healthy can be easy if you start by changing 1 habit at a time. Why, blank, between brackets, you not try some of these changes to become healthier. Exercise 3. Rewrite the following sentences in the negative form or in the interrogative form as indicated. 1. Sage is one of the most common medical herbs in Jordan. Rewrite this in the interrogative form. 2. Jordanian and Arab poets compete to win the Arrar Literary Award. Rewrite this sentence in the negative form. 3. I'm living with the 9 Gatem tribe in Ethiopia. Rewrite this sentence in the negative form. 4. The Jordan Hashemite Charity Organization, JHCO, helps countries in need around the world. Rewrite this sentence in the interrogative form. 5. Writers are presenting new stories and ideas to people through their craft. Rewrite this sentence in the negative form. 6. An explorer learns a lot about different cultures around this world. Rewrite this sentence in the interrogative form.